remember when we broke up the first time, saying this is it, I've had enough. Cause like we haven't seen each other in a month. When you said higher taxes, then you come around again and say, baby, I miss you and I swear I'm gonna change. Trust me, remember how you cut off all our trade? I say I hate you, we break up, you call me, I love you. Ooh, it's going off in 76, but this time, I'm telling you, we are never, ever, ever getting back with Britain. We are never, ever, ever getting back with Britain. You go talk to your Cornwalls, talk to my Washington, talk to me. But we are never, ever, ever getting back with Britain. I'm really gonna miss you raising taxes and me falling for it, screaming I have rights. And like liberty, the pursuit of happiness, our inalienable rights are much cooler than your monarchy. Wrote me another 8-page letter, but this time I'm telling you, we are never, ever, ever getting back with Britain. We are never, ever, ever getting back with Britain. You go talk to your Cornwalls, talk to my Washington, talk to me. But we are never, ever, ever getting back with Britain. I used to think that we were forever, ever, and I used to say, never say never. He writes me a letter and he's like, I still need your resources. And I'm just like, I mean, this is exhausting, you know. We are never getting back with Britain. Like ever. We are never, ever, ever getting back with Britain. We are never, ever, ever getting back with Britain. You go talk to your Cornwalls, talk to my Washington, talk to me. But we are never, ever, ever getting back with Britain.
I know, right? I was just about to say.
Okay. This is Colonial Jeopardy with your host, Nicholas Fernandez. And over here we have our 3 contestants, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, and King George III. Now, before we start, King George III made a decree that he gets to answer first on all questions.
Because I'm the man, so I do what I want.
Pretty much. So I have to listen to him, unfortunately. Okay, question 1. All men are created
To serve me.
That is incorrect.
What is equal?
Thomas Jefferson is correct. Okay, question 2. What 3 rights are entitled to all people?
That's simple. Serve me, praise me, and love me. I'm the man.
Incorrect.
What is life, liberty, and property? I mean, pursuit of happiness?
John Adams is correct. Okay, question 3. How many taxes can a leader impose on his people without the people's consent?
The limit does not exist.
That is incorrect, you girls.
No.
That is correct, TJ. Again, the king is wrong. Question 4. Where should soldiers be kept?
In your house.
John Adams?
What is a fort?
We all know who's right. Question 5. Where should the government get its soldiers?
Randomly off the streets.
No. TJ?
Voluntary citizens.
Right. Another point to the colonies. Now we have reached Final Jeopardy. Set your wagers. King George, bear in mind that you're way behind. If you want to have any chance of winning, you have to bet a lot.
I'll bet the independence of the colonies.
Okay?
We wager life,
fortune, and our sacred honor.
That's beautiful, guys.
Okay. Final question. Who should the power in the government belong to?
It should all belong to me. It's a monarchy.
No.
The people.
That is correct. The colonies are free and King George is lost.
Yes, sir. This game is rigged. I hate all you guys.
Great.
My poem is called Framers' Creed. The motherland's milk is sour. In Parliament lie only empty chairs, red coats, and treason. As the king plays chess with his black kingdom, stroking his ear, white feather blind to an undeniable entity, an inalienable identity, American the making. The seams, the nails, and the graduate citizens hang in the teeth of the people, an entrepreneur's hand, not the gaudy crown of a Napoleon peasant, a paper-skin tiger. We undermine our freedom no more, for the sake of convenient laws, or a worthless token of safety. We embrace natural law and divinity. That equality is not recompense, but an expectation. That an aristocracy is not a defense, but a juggernaut. It is by God and of the essence that we secede from the crown's tethered moral fabric and the trepidation of the past, so that we may tread a new path. Today, we loosen our collars, roll up our sleeves, lay down our fists, and train our head and hands for war, to cultivate a new country for children and children.
America, 1776, Revolutionary War. Here we go. We're back in the 70s, ruled by King Georgie. Done with this for a scene, think we just presents, but we about to represent, breaking up with this hate because he's too late. He's too late to bring us to a calm state, starting a revolution because we about liberty, son. Ask Sammy Adams, tar and feather always happen. We the people, by the people, for the people, yeah, bald eagle. Founding fathers always bother with freedom that we offer. This is my writ of grievance. Not doing it because it's convenient, but this is how we see it. We say who rules, vote because it's cool.
So you should have actually do a beatbox behind you. That's what's solid. I saw the nodding. I was like, just set it right on the desk there. This class, you're gonna hate this project. You might bring back some bad memories. Bruce. So, okay, it's pretty long. I dissected the whole declaration, so I'll just read it for you guys if you want. Okay. First one is like, all men are created equal, are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and those rights are life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. And as we know in proof, you start with your given, so that's our given fact. Governments that are created must obtain their power from the consent of the governed, and my reason for that is so that God-ordained rights are secured. Next, your government has taken away our right of personal freedom and our right of the pursuit of happiness. Reason, it is then our right to change the present government, get rid of it altogether, and recreate a government once again founded upon the principle of freedom, and is a manner that guarantees these freedoms. Alright. People have a tendency to suffer at the hands of their government rather than take action, as long as the suffering is not too extreme. Reason, people get used to things being a certain way, and it is difficult and takes great effort to change. Their government has enacted a series of abuses and has stolen our freedoms. Reason, meant to achieve the goal of putting our people under the rule of evil tyrants. And in doing so, it becomes the right of the people to defeat and cast away the government and create a new government that protects freedom. The 13 colonies have reached a point where they have no choice but to alter their current system of government. Reason, because their freedoms have been abused. The King of England has a long history of recurring abuses and seizing freedom by violent threats. Reason, the King's single objective is to take absolute dictatorial control over the colonies. The King wants to establish absolute tyranny over the colonies. Reason, he has obstructed our way of life as he invades every aspect of how we live. At every stage of suffering under this king, we have asked for the ceasing of this oppression that have only been met with further injury and insult. Reason, a king who has this type of character is defined in only one way, a tyrant unfit to rule free people. We have a right to freedom and are free and independent. Reason, we denounce and separate ourselves from all allegiance or authority to the King of England and to resolve any political agreements or connections between America and Britain. As free, independent states, we have the full right and authority to declare war, make peace agreements, and build alliances with other countries, and establish trade and commerce with the world. Reason, these are rights that are free and that independent countries have. We are in support of this declaration. Reason, together we promise our lives, wealth, and honor as a pledge to uphold and honor this Declaration of Independence.
It doesn't have a title, by the way.
Taxes shot up, we had no representation, and with these unjust actions we started preparation. We just couldn't do it, it was too much to bear, so we broke it off, you are clearly aware. Now here we are, standing on our 2 feet, with the Declaration of Independence that no one can beat. Separation of power, checks and balances too. Throw in the great compromise, we're starting brand new. 200 years later, and we're doing just fine. A powerful country you cannot define. Katie Warnock.
You're gonna rap?
It's gonna bump.
He's gonna sing.
I just know it.
Alright, ready?
You got it.
Mm-hmm.
Now here we are again. It's always such a pleasure. Remember when we endured the boycott? Oh, how we laughed and laughed. Except I wasn't laughing. Under the circumstances, I've been shockingly nice. You want your freedom taken. That's what I'm counting on. I used to want you dead, but now I only want you gone. We were royal, maybe not quite as rowdy. Now your colonies have freedom too. One day you woke me up, so I could see your true nature. It's such a shame that you decided not to adhere. That's what I'm counting on. I'll let you get right to it. Now I only want you gone. Goodbye, my only friend. Oh, did you think I meant you? That would be funny if it weren't so sad. Well, you are independent. I don't have anyone now. When I receive baby, I'll stop feeling so bad. Go make some new disaster. That's what I'm counting on. You're someone else's problem. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone. I've used up on several increments, that's true. But basically, it's just written regarding America right after the Revolution. And for inquiry on the song, it's the end credits to the video game Portal 2.
Aww.
I'm sick of you always telling me what to do. You sit there and laugh while you treat me like poop. Think you can push and I won't push back. You're such a fool, cause now I'm gonna attack. Your mind is gonna be full of surprise. You won't have time to sit and analyze. Here you come in your big ass ships, but we'll be waiting in our old farmer kicks. We will fight for our last man. We are gonna make a stand. We will fight for our God-given rights. If we must, we will fight all throughout the nights. We have finally won our own freedom, so get on your ships and go home, son. If you come here again, you'll be sleeping in the hog pen. Nothing can stop us. We are unbeatable. We are going to be the strongest, not weak and feeble.
You don't want to blow up we did it like 6 times last block, but
And it worked 4 of the times, right? So.
yeah.
Another time it just blew up.
Well, we just made up the lab because this has nothing to do with what we're doing with that.
This is just for fun.
Because we're gonna do that flame lab, but we only had like the big lighters, and now the flame wasn't.
I thought you already took AP Chem.
We did on TA.
I'm a TA.
Oh.
So we did this. That was like a whole. Did I explain it?
Yeah.
We just like made.
read it. Just read through it.
We made freedom with chemicals. So we have the indicator, which is the founding fathers, indium, which is independence, bromine, breaking away, fluorine, fighting, tungsten, and war. So, and we get.
What?
Can I turn this over like?
Yeah.
Makes it easier to see.
You get chemical equation, which equals freedom and liberty. So,
This.
Oh my god. Breaking rules. I
You don't leave.
It's red, white, and blue.
right? Andrew, you messed this up. Why is it green?
No, that one should turn blue as you add more. It turns
What
blue.
color is that?
That's red.
No.
Yeah.
That's like blood red.
Yeah, it's blood red. And it's white, and then that one should turn blue as you add more.
This is disgusting.
What is this?
You're supposed to be blue. No, you messed it up because. Oh my
I
god.
didn't even make that one.
My fingers.
Well, it's supposed to be red, white, and blue.
Looks like brown, white.
Close enough.
It was awesome whenever we first did it.
Good job, Dad.
A resolution proposed by Mr. Leeds. That these colonies are, and of a right ought to be, free and independent states, and that all political connection between them and the country of Great Britain is, and of a right ought to be, totally dissolved.
Vote stands. 12 for independence, none against, with 1 abstention. Resolution carries. When, in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth a separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation.
I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death.
the scrapbook.
It had something sticky on it, so I back it for trace.
And in this case, David, the pen may be mightier than the sword.
We, therefore, the representatives of the United States of America, solemnly publish and declare that these united colonies are, and of right ought to be, free and independent states, that they are absolved from all allegiance to the British Crown.
It's the end of an era, ladies and gentlemen.
This Parliament holds that you have abused the power entrusted to you by the law and...
Hold a little. I would know by what power I am called hither. By what authority? I am your king. I have a trust committed in me by God by old lawful descent. I will not betray it to answer a new unlawful authority.
You have heard the charge. Answer it in the name of the people.
I do stand more for the liberty of the people of England than any here that come to be my pretended judges. I ask again.
Your way of answer is to interrogate the court.
Destroy their pride and hope in all that is sacred.
Guilty.